It's March the 3rd, Saturday. I'm about to start a pretty involved bean soup type thing. As you can see there, it's going to involve these cranberry beans. And Deborah found this recipe on, you can see Food Network there. It's quite involved, like I said. It's going to have various steps. Today I'm going to be soaking the beans, so we're starting the video now and show it to you in steps as we progress. I am going to be doing this, as you might guess, on the big green egg. In addition to doing that Italian soup on the big green egg, I went ahead and of course picked up a pork tenderloin. Just so, since I have the grill going, I might as well throw something on there. I'm inspired by doing these tenderloins by my very professional grill master brother Mitch up in Marietta. He's always doing these tenderloins, so I'm going to try one myself. I'm going to marinate it in teriyaki and play around with it, because it's always fun to just play around with different things with the big green egg, because it's pretty forgiving. So again, I'll show you this in steps. So like I said, I'm just going to be kind of making this up as I go along. You can see I've got my Cajun injector out, and I've got that teriyaki there. I'm going to rub it down with that pork Grill Mates McCormick's rub, and then I'll inject some teriyaki in it and see what we get. Alright, I should have said earlier there were 2 pork tenderloins in that package, so I'm going to do the teriyaki with one there. As you can see, I've already got that one going. Then I'm going to take the other one and rub it down with mustard and give it a good coating with the pork rub there. And so we'll have 2 different flavors going on. Alright, as you can see, I've got the other pork tenderloin rubbed up, and I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap and of course put it in the refrigerator and start to cook tomorrow. Here are most of the ingredients. I'm about to start. I'm going to chop the onions and saute them a bit in that olive oil. Add some garlic, and we'll just keep adding ingredients until we get everything added and set it out to bake / grill for 2 to 3 hours. I'm about to begin this cook. I've got that onion chopped there. I've decided to just go with 2 onions, and we're actually doubling the recipe. So I've got about twice the amount of onion. Not that that matters. Can't have too much sweet onion. And got some chopped rosemary. I'll start with the olive oil back there. I'll get that going in the pan, and you see the minced garlic. I've got my Dutch oven ready to go here. I'll do like I did last time. I find it to be more effective. Take that liner out and put that directly on the plate setter. Saute the onions, get things going, and then once everything's loaded up, it'll go into the cast iron Dutch oven. Put the lid on, and we're gonna simmer it for about 3 hours until those beans are nice and soft. I didn't mention this ingredient specifically when I showed the ingredient list to start. This is one of the most interesting seasonings that I've heard of. We're going to cut the rind off this Parmesan cheese and use that to flavor the stew. Alright, I've got the garlic, olive oil, and simmering here. And you know how good this ingredient smells in the kitchen when you're doing it on the stove. You add that grill smell, and this produces quite the aroma. I added the bay leaf and the fresh rosemary. I'm going to saute this a little bit, and then I'll add these crinkle cut carrots. This is kind of another off the reservation ingredient. We thought we'd throw some carrots in there. There's the Parmesan rind there, and I've added the carrots. And saute those till they start to get a little soft, and then I'll add my tomatoes. The tomatoes have been added. I've been simmering them for about a few minutes, a couple of 3 or 4 minutes. Then we're going to add the beans, and the water over here calls for 1.5 gallons of water. That dark liquid is the water that the beans soaked in overnight, and then I'll just add that as needed. But this is starting to smell really good. All the ingredients have been added. I just dropped that cheese in there. You're gonna bring this to a boil, cover it, and then simmer it till the beans are soft. And it's been simmering now for about an hour at about 375. I've left the lid off. I put some smoke to it right after I added all the ingredients. And you can see it's got a nice bright skin on top, and it smells incredible. Alright, it's been on for about 2 hours, simmering at about 375. It's absolutely beautiful, and it smells heavenly, so I'm sure it's going to be good. I tasted it a few minutes ago. It's got a nice smoky flavor. So I'm going to add the kale, some Parmesan cheese, and I believe that's it. Alright, the last ingredients have been added. Before I mixed them in, I thought I'd shoot that last little bit here. The kale's in there. What I just added is the parsley and Parmesan cheese, and I put it in that pasta a little bit before I put the kale in. So I'm going to cook this down a little bit, and this one should be done. I'll bet you thought I forgot about those pork loins. Well, there you see them. That's the one in the back with the teriyaki and a little bit of soy sauce. One in the front's got that pork rub on it. You see those wood chips are on the right. About to put those in there and let this thing smoke up a little bit and cook till they're done. I started at about 11 o'clock this morning with the stew, and I've got the pork loins on there right now. I just thought I'd take a little video of the egg from this distance. Alright, these guys are pretty much done. Gonna pull them off, slice them thin, and put them on slider rolls for sandwiches for lunch next week. And here we go with our bon appetit.